Okay. This is going. It's all happening. Hey, everybody. Hey, we're doing the podcast.
God.
What is this, clicking?
What?
All right. So we got to do something real quick. We have a very special guest on today's episode of the Monday M.A.S S, which is the world's greatest action sports podcast. Who are you?
I'm Todd, and she's tight schedule with this one.
Tight schedule. We're just going to go right into it.
We'll do the sponsors after this.
All that stuff's coming up.
Okay. This Surf News brought to you by who?
Hansen Surfboards.
Hansen Surfboards.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh my gosh! So for those of you out there watching, there's probably a better way to do this, but we don't know that. So we just call people straight up, and today's guest is one of the most special guests we've ever had on this podcast.
Yeah, it's Coco Ho is on the phone, and I just went surfing with her.
You surfed with Coco Ho?
Yeah.
You surfed with Todd Richards?
Yeah. I let him.
I did 5 minutes ago.
I'm in the water, and someone just paddles up on a longboard and just runs the longboard into me, and I'm like on the outside, like staring into the horizon for like the big one, and fucking Coco just runs right into my back with her longboard.
Little mini shark in the lineup.
Yeah.
Hi, Coco. Welcome to the Monday M.A.S.
Thank you. I had to make my entrance very prominent out there.
Yeah,
I like that.
I appreciate that.
I like how Coco just nowadays, like, she's kind of like a Tom Curran, Kelly Slater type of figure. She just shows up. You know, it's magic.
Wow.
Yeah. So welcome to Encinitas. I know you've been very busy, and I know you're still very busy, and we don't have you for that long. So let's get into it. Tell us about Surf Ranch. That was a big topic of conversation last week, and you were shredding there, and we were so excited to have you back in competition. That's our first big podcast question to Coco Ho.
All right. I was very excited to compete in Surf Ranch. I think mostly because I really love the wave. It's very similar to V-Land. And it's been a while that I've done an event because I fell off tour in 2019. Not really by choice, kind of by injury. So I've been kind of in that middle ground, like don't know to compete still or not. But life has been pretty good without the jersey, and then putting on the jersey felt pretty good as well. So
Kind of rad to be able to do both. And it seemed like, I don't know. You tell me though. I feel like you're better now. I mean, than ever. It's like you're just getting better and better at surfing. Do you agree with that?
I do. I think there was that year off that gave everyone just time to enjoy and kind of master their craft. And I've definitely gotten stronger, a lot healthier, a little more attentive and intuitive. Been hanging out with Mason a bit more.
That will help. Yeah.
That leads me into what I want to talk about. Blah, 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 competition,
Contest,
Surf Ranch, whatever.
Surf Ranch.
I want to talk
trainings.
about the Electric Acid Surfboard Test, and I haven't been this entertained by watching surfing for a very long time.
Todd thinks that this is like the first time this thing has ever happened.
No.
This is the fifth one.
I know, but it's like Dane.
It's the best one.
Dane is very negative, and it's very Dane, and then Noah Dean is very Noah Dean. Right,
yeah.
But yours and Mason's are like, it's such oil and water, and it's amazing. I sent you a text last week, and I was like, sibling goals. Like, if you're gonna have a brother or a sister and get along the way you guys do, I think it's the ultimate, and I think that's what adds the charm to it. You know?
Oh, completely. We're like 80% love, 20% competition with each other. And I think that Ashton did a really good job of showing exactly that, because unless you're at our house in the kitchen under the roof with Mason and I, most people don't know there's that fiery little oil and water concept. Yeah, everyone thinks it's like, oh, they're the most loving,
besties,
supportive siblings. But there is that 20%, and it's really funny. And I'm just happy the world gets to see it now, because it is pretty funny.
Oh, I realized I got to see it when we went to Costa Rica together. That was, I think, the last big surf magazine feature I did was with Coco and Mason in Costa Rica. I was doing Electric Acid way before any of it. Yeah,
great.
So, Coco, I know that the process is pretty well documented in the show, but behind the scenes, what's it really like when you have to ride? What is it? 15 boards each, and you only have so many days on the trip. Is it get pretty like taxing? Is it kind of like a job at that point? Life's tough.
Yeah, exactly. And just organizing fins, making sure like some boards were had the trailer, some were 4 fins, and like just kind of making sure we had everything. It was a good little test of our organization on that trip. And then we looked at the forecast pretty intently, and we kind of just rode the boards that were like meant for smaller surf, and then we saved the bangers for the slow. So yeah, I think we did a really good job, and we kind of bounced ideas off of each other a lot. I'm like, I'm gonna ride the album again, and he's just like, no, I don't like mine. Like, we definitely worked together, you know.
So do you keep those boards after? Like, where do they go?
Well, Todd, I was riding.
Oh, that was the board.
That was a famous surfboard.
I didn't. You didn't really answer me in the water,
No,
so
you
I didn't
were-
realize
That
that.
longboard that rode up your thigh.
Yeah.
You got run over by a famous
Oh,
surfboard,
that's
Todd.
so sick. And
Yeah, I rode a twin fin today at Todd's spot because that's about all you should ride there.
shut up, dork.
It's true. It is true. It's
so-
weird that a very like high level professional surfer like Coco is surfing a beginner spot.
No, it's the Starbucks of waves. It's crappy, but you know what you're gonna get every time you go there.
That's true.
Hey, I back that. I really
Hey,
do.
so you were saying in the lineup, someone was kind of hitting you up to do the Mexi Log Fest. Are you down
No,
to
duct tape.
duct tape invitational? Are you down to like do a longboard contest?
I didn't know if we had too many drinks, but I think I did ask the location because I know my longboard skill set is definitely for very small surf. I don't even like dropping in on a 3-foot wave on a longboard. But if it was like a small, kind of like Mexi Log Fest, I would totally try a longboard contest.
That's awesome.
I think it's
going
gonna be at Chopo this year. Which
Yeah, that's where I'm.
you're gonna need a lot of duct tape.
Yep.
Rad.
Oh,
Well,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Coco's.
Thanks for answering the phone.
It's funny. It's like I was nervous and excited to call her because I'm a fan. But I feel like I've been on a surf trip with her now for like a week, 2 weeks.
There you go.
Do people come up to you ever like they know you and go, "Oh, what's up, Coco? How'd that twin fin go?" And you're like, "Who the hell is this person?" But you also kind of know that they may be a fan, so you're just nice anyway.
No, I fully back it because then they care, you know, they paid to watch it and they're like wondering what board I actually liked. And no, yeah, people have been super supportive and I love hearing everyone's opinion on what board looked better under my feet.
How many more episodes are there? I think we're on episode 4 coming up on Thursday.
Tuesday is 4 and it's been 2 this next week. Whoa.
Oh. Wow, Coco's trying to FaceTime
Whoa,
us now.
easy.
Jeez, come on.
It's not that kind
We
of
don't
show.
have that much time.
It got very loud.
All right.
There's 2 more episodes.
Oh, sick.
Oh, sweet.
There we go.
More Coco, more Mason, all day. So after thing's obviously done, your career in longboarding is taking off. So what's next for Coco Ho? I always like to know what pro surfers with an open road to go wherever they want to go are going to do next.
I do want to maybe do El Salvador or something super fun. And I know Matt by LS, my shaper for a long time, wants to kind of curate a quiver. Everyone's been wanting me on different boards for a long time. And I think Matt's almost like, wow, it took this for you to finally do what I've been asking. So he'll make a quiver and we'll go do something along the same lines. And just continue to push my surfing, and then the QS starts end of September, so I'll see how that goes.
Oh,
and
what? The comeback?
Yeah, we'll do a little comeback, see how it goes. And
Will you be the only person potentially on tour with a fragrance?
definitely the only person on tour with a fragrance company.
All right.
Sick.
All right. And Todd wanted to know, is the fragrance by any chance shark repellent as well as good smelling?
No.
Actually, aren't sharks super attracted to, they like odor. They have like insane senses, right?
Yes, that's why
Yeah.
you're not supposed to
So
pee in your
even
wetsuit.
stinky wetsuit attracts sharks.
Don't pee in your wetsuit. It attracts sharks.
Yeah, you were just surfing the sharkiest place in all of California,
It's
too, by the
seriously-
way.
I know, and Ivy and I would swap boards, and she jumped on the longboard and then
Shark Bait. We love you, Coco.
not that
You're
gnarly.
the most awesomest.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Coco Ho.
See, you guys don't think that we have street credibility? We can just call Coco Ho.
Mm-hmm.
I was just bragging, but she's awesome. My intro questions were just so boring. I got a little starstruck, to be
I'm
honest.
telling you that Electric Acid Surfboard Test. If you haven't watched it yet, and this is like a full fluff piece for Ashton and what they're doing over there at
And
Stab.
Stab,
It's
yeah.
it's really really good.
It's so good, and you're paying now.
Well,
You get a code.
I
You're not
pirated it.
paying.
I pirated it off
How do
of
you
somebody
pirate
else's. No, I'm paying. What is it like?
You're not paying.
I am.
You are.
No, I did.
Okay, I did. I don't even remember how much it was. Was it $70 a month?
It's MASS20. Hey, and
Does
with
that code work?
what we're doing here is we're front loading the show with
You don't.
content.
You really
So
don't have
now-
to listen to.
So now you guys are
anything
sucked in,
else.
but now we're gonna go through
Are
the
they?
sponsors because that's how it works.
Yeah. Now that you've been sucked in
I beg your.
to the. Now you're in.
Yeah.
And that was the best part of this week's podcast. From here on out, it's
Yeah.
probably
See,
not
we
going to
give
be
you
that good.
what we do is we give you an out. So now you can,
That was like a 5-minute great podcast with us featuring Coco Ho.
Mhm.
Now it's advertisements, and there's nothing. I have nothing on my thing. But you know what?
we have nothing to talk about today.
We have nothing. Nothing has happened
Okay.
yet.
I'll make some stuff up.
But we're going to make some stuff happen.
All right.
The Monday Mass is brought to you by an elite group of wonderful sponsors that we don't have to support, but we want to because they make great stuff.
No,
including
we have to. It's
we do.
contractually
Well,
obligated to.
now we do because we started. Like I'm addicted.
Did you start invoicing people?
No, I don't do that. I'm now addicted to things like Beneath, Radically Better Underwear, BN3TH Apparel on Instagram.
MASS20.
Have you now since you started wearing Beneath underpants? Have you tried on other ones?
Mm-hmm.
And now Todd's showing me his underwear in sweatpants.
I
This is awkward.
Sweatpants
already.
are awesome.
Sweatpants are great.
They are. It's like
Don't
the
look
most-
down at my crotch. To
I didn't
see
know if
I'm
you had
wearing
sweatpants
I'm not.
Are those cargo
pants.
sweatpants?
These are cargos.
Sick.
These are Carhartt work in progress.
How come no one makes cargo sweatpants?
They do.
They do.
TJ Rogers.
He
those.
wears cargo sweats.
Yeah, TJ Rogers pants, the baggy cargo sweats.
Wow. But if you put stuff in the cargo pockets of sweatpants, they would for sure fall off.
Well, if you put your keys in the cargo side, let's say, and you do some kind of twist and they whip up and hit you in the nuts.
Ooh.
So anyway, Beneath Apparel is the best underwear in the world.
We have
And
a
that's
code.
why I said I'm addicted to them because I haven't put on any other underpants since I started wearing Beneath, and I don't want to.
MASS20 is the code. Let's move on.
Go to the
we just
website,
spent so much
MASS20.
time describing underwear.
NanocraftCBD, nighttime, daytime, anytime, it's all right. NanocraftCBD.
I have a story about NanocraftCBD. Okay, so every day I do my dropper full of CBD. Well, the other morning, as I usually put my my vitamins, all my stuff,
minerals.
minerals, I did a dropper full of what I thought was the daytime CBD.
Yeah.
I took the nighttime CBD in the
Okay.
morning with melatonin. It was like an internal war in my body trying to stay awake.
But this is a great litmus test, right?
Right.
Because if you didn't know it worked well before, now
I
you
know
know
it
because you
worked.
tested it. I'm sorry about all my junk over on your area.
Why does that matter? No one can
Well, I
see
have
it.
like stuff.
There's just stuff. Anyways,
Bubs, so
Nanocraft CBD MASS20, you get 20%
We have a code
off
there,
at
too.
checkout.
You got to do it. You got to get on the program. Bubs Naturals at Bubs Naturals. We have a code there as well. MASS20. Get on the collagen and the MCT brain oil program. I'm telling you, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love how you feel. You're gonna love how you look. My skin. Look at my skin. Look at it. Look at it.
I can
Look
see
at
it.
my epidermis.
Let me see. You know what they do, like when you're old people and you pull the skin on their hand and see how fast it goes back?
Yeah.
Does your skin go back?
Yeah.
I think my skin
Your skin's looking good.
is it good?
It's taut.
Okay, good. So you can
Bubs
get
Naturals
you
at
can
Bubs
tight
Naturals.
skin.
Tight skin drives me nuts. What do we got? Hansen Surfboards. We have a code there too. MASS10. If you need wax, fins, boards, wetsuits, anything you need, go to HansenSurfboards.com. Use the code MASS10. Pannikin Coffee and Tea. Todd's drinking it. loving
Always
it.
drinking it. I live it.
You should too. We've got the pods at Pannikin, and there's also the brand new Pannikin X Loose Towel collab
Yes.
that I filmed a commercial for.
You did?
I did. It's coming out soon. That towel is going to be a collector's item. It's awesome. Go to Pannikin Coffee Tea on the internet and get yourself some. KT Snowboarding. You know, we're light on snow news as always, but as we all know, snowboarding season is just around the corner for those of us here in the northern hemisphere.
Mm-hmm. But down south, boy oh boy, it's kicking.
Is it?
Yep.
We'll talk about that in snow news. Chemistry surfboards. Todd, what board did you ride today?
Today I rode the...
Daisho.
No, I didn't ride the Daisho.
A twin
I
fin.
rode the Holiday... Is it the Holiday?
Holiday 2.0.
I think it's the Holiday 2.0.
And
It's
Coco
kind of a-
said Todd was ripping on that thing.
Right?
She didn't say that,
She
but
was- she was
I could
thinking
tell
it.
in the tone of her voice.
She was thinking that.
Yeah. YouOnline.com, serious FOMO. I missed my dream show this weekend, the sundown session, or actually it was called Yacht Rock Brunch.
Huh.
And it was, man, Chris Cantori was DJing, and I couldn't go, and there was a band playing all my favorite yacht rock, and I'm super bummed I missed it, but hopefully be able to do it again really soon. YouOnline.com. Go there and listen to us and get news. New Greens.
New Greens.
No,
if you-
New Greens.
I was just out with the, prior to surfing with Coco Ho, I was out surfing with New Greens owner Devin, and we were discussing the future of what Midlife Health Minute will become, and there's big things in store. But in the meantime, you can get all your greens, all your nutritions, everything from Pure Prescriptions and New Greens if you go to @NewGreens on Instagram.
Boom. Just like that. Adventure.io is kicking it up a notch. Get the Adventure.io app. We have summer adventures with Chris and Todd. They've got some epic adventures down south. Surf, fish, diving, whatever you want to do, there's an adventure for you. We've all been cooped up in our homes during these formerly challenging times.
Mhm.
Remember those challenging times?
I think they're still challenging.
Still a little bit challenging, but they can be less challenging with a good adventure under your belt. Get the app Adventure.io. Boom. Surf News brought to you by Hansen Surfboards.
We already did a lot of it.
So, thank you, Coco Ho, for kicking us off in such an epic way. We love Coco Ho. If you haven't watched the Electric Acid Surfboard Test, that's the biggest news happening right now in the world of surf, except for some intrigue.
Oh.
Do you know surfing's in the Olympics? You knew about that?
There's an Olympics this year?
Yeah, there's an Olympic,
Okay.
mini Olympic this year.
What happens?
And in surfing, Team USA is comprised of John Florence and Kolohe Andino for the men.
Okay. But aren't
Both
they both
of them are coming off of an injury, meaning they're coming back from an injury. I believe both of them had ankle injuries, but I am not a doctor, nor have I seen either one of them
I'm not a doctor.
in person.
Nor do I play one on television.
I do not play one on television. I do not make uneducated guesses. But I've already you've seen rumblings. Well, you know who the alternate is, right?
No.
Kelly Slater.
Oh, him.
The GOAT is the alternate for the Olympics. Now, nobody's talking. Nobody's saying anything to dispute that John and Kolohe will be in the Olympics. But, in your opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and I've seen this pop up a little bit around the internet, what if one of them is 75-80%?
Who would you bring?
Are you going Kelly?
Well,
Are you going to pull yourself out of the Olympics to put Kelly in if you're not 100%?
I think that
Yeah.
my opinion would be that depending on, there's a lot of money to be made if you are on the first Olympic surf team, period. And I think it's a big business decision for a lot of people.
Well, and there's Olympic pride.
Yeah, it's Olympic pride and all this stuff. But I think it would be, if you weren't 100%, I think it would be an incredibly gracious move to realize that you're not at 100% and bow out. But I don't think the reality of the situation is that would occur. But I do think that each one of those people, John Florence, Kolohe Andino, and Kelly, all have ingredients to
Get gold.
or at least put on a good performance. Because right now, I really think it's down to Brazil 1 and 2.
Yes.
I really do. I think it's unless something crazy happens between now and then, I think it's a battle for Brazil for the gold medal. But, silver, bronze. There's room.
There's room at the top.
Yeah.
Oh man, I agree with you. And this is, I think, for John and Kolohe, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, right?
Well,
I mean,
but
there's 3 years from now.
Here's another thing too: is Kelly's sunsetting his competitive career if he hasn't
Maybe.
already. Okay, so you think about John will have another shot at this. Kolohe will have another shot at this.
Yeah.
Because Kelly's what 46,
47,
whatever, and he's still, in the mix. I don't foresee any of these guys not having the same trajectory as Kelly.
Right.
Because they're phenomenal. So this might be Kelly's last freaking hurrah. So if you're not 100%, I don't know, maybe that would be a cool thing, because they're kind of half the reason that surfing is in the Olympics is because of people like Kelly Slater paving the way for it to be there.
Now, why wouldn't Kelly do what some other surfers have done, and he could surf for Syria. He could surf for.
Oh, that's right, because he has.
I believe so. I don't know. I don't know all the rules and regulations, but
who knows? Who knows what the answer to that question is? I just think it's.
Do you think it's just talk? I don't think there's any way, nor should they, John and Kolohe, who have the best medical attention.
But I'll say this, is that when you are playing catch up to make sure that you are on top of your game to go and potentially, go up against two of the toughest competitors in surfing, you're going to be pushing yourself to get there.
Yeah.
And when you're not 100% back, or if you're still coming off an injury, there's always that chance that you could be re-injured before you even get to the big show. So it's, I think Kelly should be
ready,
keeping his tools sharp.
Yeah. And
polishing his head.
Interesting thing too is if the Olympics goes down in the waves we think they're going to go down in, which could be just kind of, fun, wedgie, beach break.
That's a good Kelly place.
That is a good Kelly place. It's also really tough to surf really small waves with ankle injuries. And again, I am 1,000% excited to watch John and Kolohe. And are we even allowed to be talking about this? Is there rules? We can talk about this, right? Because we're a news source.
Right. I don't think you can. No, you can talk. You can talk about it.
Should I just delete this whole thing?
Yeah, can we delete this?
Let's delete it.
We're just going to have Coco's intro, and then that's it. And we'll probably get higher ratings than we've had.
We should just...
Do we get ratings?
Ratings?
Do we get those?
We get rated. We have people subscribing. And,
Chris.
And with that, you should subscribe and like this video, because, I don't know, 30 people did last week.
And in other surf news, did you see that some dude got chomped in San Mateo County up near, Pacifica, kind of, south of Pacifica, between Half Moon Bay and Pacifica?
I did not.
Someone got
dead.
No, just a light biting of the leg.
What's a light leg bite like?
I kind of feel like the sharks are a little bigger up there.
I think so. A little bit more beef.
A little more mouth space.
Probably.
So a light bite would probably be just from below your kneecap to your thigh.
In the animal world, I would say the sharks that we have here in Encinitas are more like coyotes.
Right.
The further north you get, you're getting wolves, and then you're getting freaking lions.
Right.
Probably in the Red Triangle, that area is wolf hunting ground. And then when you go further past that, northern California, then we're talking submarine freaking
That's where the
lions.
brown triangle starts.
Yeah, because
you poop your suit.
That's right.
But sharks are attracted to stinky things, apparently.
Yeah. So wash your wetsuits, folks.
Anyway.
I watched a really fun surf video.
Oh, I watched this too.
And the title was Surfing.
Yeah.
Surfing. Dan Scott made it, featuring Steph Gilmore, Nikki Van Dyke, Tyler Wright, Macy Callahan, Dimity Stoyle. Here's a quote from where I watched it, which I believe was somewhere. Monster Children, I think. But it's everywhere now. It's exactly how the girls put it. Not serious, just for fun. They're ripping. The colors are popping. The soundtrack is all time. I agree. Look what I wrote here. In all caps. Sick surfing. Great soundtrack. All the ladies ripping.
Well, you put sick surfing is less than a great soundtrack.
Well, that was an accidental mistake. Mistake.
I do think a great soundtrack can boost average surfing.
They used a Gang of Jang song, This Is Australia.
You know what I mean? Don't you think that?
Yes.
A great soundtrack can elevate a surf, any kind of movie, skate or snow or surf or whatever, great soundtrack can make the mediocre much more
I
memorable.
agree. I agree. But this is classic and also classic. Double awesome soundtrack and surfing. And the women rip. And they're having a good time doing it.
Mhm.
So Monday Mass recommends surfing and watching the video surfing. You want to do a little bit of a vlog report?
What does that mean?
Well, this weekend I had some time on the couch just really chilling. I went down a little vlog dive. I started with the JOB vlog, and Jamie O'Brien's getting, well, he's already super good at this, but he is hosting.
Of the vlog.
He does repeat himself, like, he admits it with a psych counter. When he says psyching, it goes ding, psyching.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it counts as psychings. Yeah. But you can tell that he's kind of reached a new level of vlog where anyone, even if you do not surf, if you like vlogs, like my kids watch all kinds of video games and all this stuff, and I watched it with them, and they were super entertained because Jamie O'Brien has now become more like an entertainer, a vlogger, as well as he has
like the silliness and like the situational comedy.
I think there's a volume thing for vlogs. What's up? Here we are. Da-da-da, and he's mastered that like straight into the camera approach. Mm-hmm. He's got his catchphrases. It's really entertaining.
It's lit.
It's lit. So Jamie and the crew went and they hiked over this hill, and that was actually a very entertaining part of this vlog because
just the hiking.
When you go and you're like, and you're with your buddies and they go, oh no, you just like climb up this thing, it's super mellow, and then you just go down that way. Mm-hmm. You can tell that they got pulled into a situation like that, and Jamie's girlfriend was there, and like all the filmers, they're bored, they had all this shit, and they're climbing like a gnarly mountain. Oh. And you could tell they were shook. And I felt that because I actually got taken on a climb like that by Chippa Wilson in the middle of the desert in Dubai.
To go surf?
No, we were at the wave pool surfing in United Arab Emirates. Wadi wave pool. And then we saw this hill and it looked mellow. And he's like, oh, let's go and climb this hill and take some pictures. And so it was kind of like sand. And so you climb up and kind of doing switchbacks. But then I realized that in these switchbacks, like we were getting very high on this mountain. And climbing up to me is easier than climbing down. Mm. And so I got into a position precariously where I was like on a sand hill and there was a cliff underneath me.
Like a real cliff.
Yeah, and I couldn't figure out like which way to go. And I literally almost started crying.
Like it was that...
It was scary.
That death-defying?
Chippa was not scared. I was scared. I like if you fall, you weren't going to die, but you were definitely going to get hurt. Mm-hmm. And so, shout out to Jamie O'Brien and the crew because that was scary. And the wedge they served is so gnarly. Domkey, JOB, and the crew.
Where is it in Hawaii?
Mexico.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Also, I went down. I was in, like I said, I was in the vlogosphere. New off the chain. Always entertaining and just random and fun to watch. Zeke's vlog. Mm-hmm. Did you get involved in any vlogs this weekend?
I didn't really vlog it.
What is this conversation?
We're just talking about vlogs.
We're just like pulling shit out of the air to talk about.
It's interesting that's like a formula now. Like you can, you're a pretty good surfer, but I have this vlog. What's your vlog?
Now I'm making $1 million.
What is your vlog? Well, my vlog is just my idiot friends, and we go and do stuff.
Yeah, I like the day-to-day kind of coverage, and I think because you and I both know how
we have a slog
making content.
Like there's a vlog and then there's a slog. Like you're just like, can this be over?
This show.
Yeah.
But the thing now is like, okay, you wake up every day. You got your filmers probably. This is how I see the vlogosphere working, right? You wake up, your filmers sleeping on your floor because it's a kid trying to break into the industry, and he's filming for like $1 an hour.
Right.
But he's good at it, and he's getting better because there's so many reps.
He's gonna leave soon. He's gonna leave you. You
get up, you start filming. You pour, you throw something at your buddy who's sleeping, or you pour water on him, or barf on him, or something. You start like that. Yeah. Go surf, get a couple clips, then you go eat, and you film eating, and then you got to do some antics. So I think the hard part about a vlog and doing an entertaining vlog is you can't do the same antics every day. Mm-hmm. You can't do something that's going to get you in a lot of trouble, but you got to do things that might get you in a little trouble to keep the youngsters entertained. What are some ideas for vloggers out there.
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
Oh.
We're gonna help with the vloggers out there. They're doing a great job, but if they need any help, Todd's gonna help you right now. Give me 3 antics.
Anything nude.
Nude antics.
Nude anything.
But not around schools.
Not around schools.
Okay.
But like nude in the water fountain at the mall.
Yeah, but not at the mall.
Like you'll get arrested. Maybe you probably won't get arrested.
Right.
But you'll run from security, and that's part of the vlog, and you get filmed doing that.
I like any mall antics.
Yeah.
Jumping off into the fountain at the mall. I feel like malls are set for a big vlog comeback to do antics at. No fire. Do not play with fire.
Jumping e-bikes. Like using things that are not meant to be used in that manner.
Like putting on a pair of skis and skiing off a roof.
Right.
Skiing downstairs is
Like
always fun.
That's
a JOB kind of classic.
Putting like a bunch of bees in a piñata and like hitting it.
A piñata.
A piñata.
Okay, so there you go. We've helped out the vloggers.
There you go. If you guys want to, tag us.
Yeah, and if you're still listening, bravo.
Sorry.
Because this is definitely not our best episode, but it's an episode. It is an episode.
Dude, what are you talking about? We had a star guest.
Remember that?
Remember the guest? We have another guest too. That's gonna help.
We do?
Us. Yeah, because
with what?
The snow shit.
Snow news.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we get there, let's
skate
go to
news
skate news.
Is here.
It's brought to you by Adventure.io.
Grant Taylor fucks the world up. Period.
Yes. Always. And what are you talking about?
I'm talking about his the Thrasher. What is it? Something Rock? What's it? What's it called?
Double Rock.
Double Rock in the Thrasher Park. Grant Taylor is so fucked up good that you forget how good he is, and then you see him, and you're like, why? This is the best skateboarder on the planet.
Why is anyone else even skateboarding?
He goes fast. He goes huge. He's super tech. He's as good in the street as he is in the park, in the pools, or in whatever. Grant Taylor is your god.
Yes, he is. Period.
Yeah. Anything else?
The Yuto show by April Skateboards is insane. So we all watch Yuto in these skate contests doing impossibly difficult tricks, like he's sleeping just so easy. He does everything so clean. Well, he does that in the streets as well. Did you watch the Yuto show?
Nope.
He's doing the same tricks that he would be doing down a 9-stair rail in a contest, doing them down like 20-stair rails.
I wonder what it's like to be like that good.
He's going to win the damn Olympics.
There you go.
Yuto is. More big news. And I quote, "As skateboarders, we've always been rebels. We see life and our surroundings in a different way. There's too much order in this world and people telling you that you need to live life a certain way. Fuck the normal. Be different. Live outside the rules. I, Nyjah Houston, I'm Nyjah, am proud to present to you Disorder Skateboards. Nyjah Houston has a new skateboard brand. It's called Disorder. You see the arrows?
No.
So, I back it. I think...
He's got a new board company.
Yes.
First graphic, his naked ass.
No, that was our first graphic.
Oh.
I think Nyjah is doing it all right.
Yeah, well, whatever. No, oh, really?
Yes. He's doing all right, and he's doing it all right.
Nyjah's doing great.
Do you think... Okay, so Disorder Skateboards is brand new, and...
Who's on? Besides Nyjah?
It's just him for now. I saw one graphic. It was like a skull, but there's also a logo with like arrows. And I think he is in a place right now where... Do you think post-Olympic Nyjah is going to be how many times bigger? How much more popularity will he have?
Nyjah's on the Shaun White trajectory program.
Okay. Which is
like all of a sudden Nyjah's with such and such super celebrity and he's everywhere. There's a pretty damn good chance that Nyjah's going to go home with either the gold, the silver, or the bronze.
Yeah.
Like he's going to get a medal there if, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So he's going to be a mega celebrity.
It sounded like you almost said uncircumcised.
He's going to be uncircumcised.
Barring any uncircumcision, he's going to do great.
The one thing that I will say is that Nyjah's needs to work on his kind of like his personality. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like Shaun White, like the reason why he became so big is because he was funny and personable and kind of like silly. Nyjah's very serious, kind of.
I think in watching like his Instagram and stuff, I think he has a lot more fun than then maybe he leads off in contests. But I feel like he's almost in a similar place as Gabriel Medina right now.
Yes.
Where they're kind of like grown up. They've done everything already. And they're only 20-something years old. So from here on out, like, everything is icing on the cake.
Yeah.
And they're acting like that. And they're getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And so for Nyjah, I feel like...
What if this new company Disorder, like, all of a sudden Nyjah just kind of does like maybe what like Shaun White didn't do, was like bring the rest of skateboarding along with him. Like, he's already becoming like a vacuum for media coverage and that kind of thing in the mainstream media for skateboarding. What if he just brings skateboarding with him?
I wonder there's certain... I watch certain skating and I can really relate to it, like tired skateboarding, for example, curbs and just whatever. But I think for guys like Nyjah, who most of their clips are done on giant rails, giant stairs, crazy tricks and contests, relating to that super, super elite level is difficult. So I think for him, the challenge is going to be for people to understand like how gnarly these tricks are, and for the 3.9 billion people that are going to be watching skateboarding in the Olympics, to your point, you want them to be likable. So if he's smiling, if he's doing his interviews and he's like
not taking himself to, like, I don't know, I don't, it's just,
I think he's going to be fine.
I mean, he's going to be, he's great, he's already fine now, but I'm just saying, like, there's an opportunity when you become megastar. Like, Tony Hawk's done a really good job.
Right.
Tony Hawk has brought skateboarding with him. He's
him.
Brought people up, and he cares about his legacy.
Yeah.
It's not just all like Lamborghinis and freaking naked people falling down the stairs. I'm just saying there's an opportunity for someone like Nyjah, who is literally the one.
Yeah.
The chosen one. I mean, he just had I think today he had something in the LA Times, like a
front cover
or something like that. So it's like, yeah, here we go. Like, this is your opportunity. Maybe Disorder is that. Is it like an illegal Civ skateboard company, kind of like where it's like, I don't know, like it's kind of like a little bit too niche,
too insider.
I don't know. It's like, who knows? There's just an opportunity, especially like there's a lot of people that are affected by skateboarding that come from shitty backgrounds, and like in order to help spread skateboarding to save lives, quote unquote.
Yeah.
I mean, that's always a kind of a cliche thing. Maybe it doesn't like actually save your life, but it gives you a different reason to live.
That's right. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. That's just my 2 cents of seriousness.
I like that. And I think that skateboarding is in good hands with people like Nyjah and the rest of the crew competing in the Olympics, just because, they have enough of a danger element to them. Like,
wait,
a wild card.
Olympics is this year?
The Olympics.
Oh.
Skateboarding, surfing, speed climbing.
Is BMX... Okay, so BMX is in the Olympics?
BMXing was in it once.
I think it's... Is it in it now?
Yes.
Like the jumping stuff or the racing?
Racing.
Okay, so they don't... Why aren't they doing the park BMX? That's a question.
That's interesting. I don't know, because I think...
That shit's normal.
I think BMXing was debuted in last Summer Games.
The go fast around the course.
Yeah, they
Supercross,
it's pretty cool. They do that. They barely just do a wheelie and go over the woods.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
But like, so in mountain biking is in the Olympics this year too.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. But is it like mountain biking, like Crankworks, like cool slope style mountain biking?
Oh my god!
How would that be?
Crankworks style mountain biking, for lack of a better term, is some of the gnarliest shit ever.
So fucked. I wish I had the coordination to ride a bicycle.
I want you to talk me through. Okay, this is
doing?
never been done before, and since we don't really have anything else to do.
We do. We have another guest on deck.
Well, this is, you're gonna talk me through. Crankworks?
This is a different
Here
site.
it is. Crankworks. Okay. Todd's gonna talk me through this.
What's this?
Damn it.
Now
I can't find a video of it. I wanted you to talk me through a downhill mountain biking run. Because this shit is gnarly. Never mind.
All right,
downhill mountain biking is awesome.
Great.
You know that.
Anyway,
great
it's
podcast,
scary, but
it sucks.
Yeah. So that was skateboard news. Is there anything else?
So maybe one thing Nyjah could do is give back a little bit to a charity of his choice. I'm sure he does, but maybe explain more. With that being said, Do you know the company that Jagger Eaton and Hymana Reynolds writes for?
The shoe company?
The Heart.
No.
The Heart skateboarding company.
No.
It's called. See, I cut it off. I took notes, and then I cut it off.
But what are they doing? They're releasing some skateboards at Target.
It's called. Check it out. So they're making 1,000 boards.
For Target.
The Heart Supply. It's called the Heart Supply. For every board they sell, a portion goes to charity.
Cool.
So what do you think of this? 1,000 boards made, and they are wrapped in a one-of-a-kind box, certificate of authenticity, signed by the owner. His name is Johnny. Jagger, hey Mana, have boards come out. This board comes fully assembled and ready to ride right out of the box. The price point is $60. And you can get it only online at Target.com.
Let me ask you this. Is it a in-industry truck brand? Is it an in-industry wheel
That is
brand?
a great question.
Because I think there's something to the look. I want everyone to support their local skate shop. Period.
Of course.
Let's get that out of the way. But if you're going to be one of those people that wants to spread skateboarding and you're contractually obligated to do something with a big box retailer like Target, if you keep it online,
There it is.
and it's not. But what are those trucks?
I don't know.
Look close.
Can't tell.
Silvers?
Silvers.
I don't know.
Doesn't say.
Trackers?
Does not say.
But I'm saying, like, if you only sell stuff online, it's a little better than going into Target and seeing that shit on the shelves.
Yeah, and you know it's funny because when
Out of sight, out of mind.
When I was,
but I don't know if I'm backing it.
You don't know if you're backing it. I mean, I back it just because.
Why not sell that at skate shops?
They only made 1,000.
Yeah, but like, why not sell it at a skate shop?
Because they're trying to, in my opinion, they're trying to get it in the hands of people that maybe don't have a skate shop in their town, or
I can understand that.
You know, they're going to Target, and they,
guess what? Amazon.
Guess what? Where did you get your very first skateboard?
Me?
Yeah.
My very first skateboard?
Your very first board.
Skates on Hate. It was a specialty shop out of San Francisco.
Whoa.
But I ordered
hardcore.
I ordered it out of a magazine.
I got mine at Gemco.
What's that?
That was Target predecessor.
Really?
Yeah.
That like your very first skateboard?
A
Like
Nash.
one of the Nash.
I got a Nash at Gemco.
Dugan Nash.
And then I think I got another Nash at Gemco. And they came complete. And they were cheap. Because $60, a low-income house can afford $60 for a skateboard. If you go to a skate shop, it's going to be $120.
I understand that. I understand the ins and outs of the financially challenged purchase of a skateboard. Skateboards they're so expensive. I mean, decks used to be what, like $30?
Yeah, but
now it's like a complete is like $130.
Yeah, but that was like the same as when I was a kid.
Really?
I feel like skateboards have not gone up in price. And I was having this conversation with our neighbor Muzzy. Skateboards have not gone up in price that much in the last 30 years.
I feel like they have.
If you get titanium trucks or
who the fuck is getting titanium trucks?
Well,
Mega Ramp dudes?
I don't know. If you get, if you can go in and buy a $250 complete. You get ceramics,
that's like
indie
some,
hollows,
that's some
whatever.
Patagucci bullshit.
But I'm saying,
give me the best. What do you have that's the best?
I want lappers. When I was a kid, I went into McGill's skate shop. I wanted rails, tail guard, nose guard, lappers, copers,
just
everything.
Do you have anything else that'll rattle loudly as it comes loose?
Get it all on there. I remember it being like $100-something, and my mom shitting a brick, going, "What?"
Because you just kept ordering shit.
It was my birthday. I wanted everything. And you could still go, and it's like the same price, $120 back then, $120 now. You can still get a skateboard. So,
well, I don't know. So then, what's the fucking point of this?
Literally, it's just filling airspace.
Okay, perfect.
People are listening, going, "What are they talking about this?"
Now with skateboarding news.
Yeah, that was something.
So we're gonna do snowboard news next.
We need a guest to save this podcast. Coco helped us.
God, I feel like
Coco helped us a lot.
Slogging through.
If you
molasses.
just are still listening, you're going, "No, it's not."
You'd be surprised who listens to this bullshit podcast.
I am surprised.
Anyway.
My friend Sean in the parking lot said, "Did you do the mask yet?" And I go, "Doing it now."
No, we're doing it. Hi, thank fucking God. Stan is here to save snowboarding news.
Stan, take it away.
Stan?
Take it away.
This is snowboarding news brought to you by K2 Snowboarding. What the hell is going on in snowboarding right now? This is Stan Leveille from Slush the Magazine.
Yes. Wow. Couple updates. Was just in Oregon for the record heat. Zeb Powell is in fact skating with no shoes on.
Really?
In case anyone needed to know. Yeah.
No, like
No
straight
shoes.
up no shoes.
No shoes. Barefoot skate.
No.
So do
What's-
a kickflip and a ollie.
What's the callus program like on his feet?
I don't know. He says that he got it from swimming from skating next to a river. It's some North Carolina shit.
Okay.
All right.
So he's on that, and then Timberline Pro Park is about to open next week. And
What's that?
Yeah, what is that?
told that you need to pay $89 for a lift ticket and an additional $215 to ride the half pipe.
Wait a second.
Wait, what is this? Is it like a carpet park?
Yeah, what?
Is
why-
there those little feathery, like plastic downhill things?
Yeah, I feel like there's a
It's summertime.
there's a scam happening in here, and I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah, I don't know, but Frank Wells seems to be making a lot of money. No,
Oh!
I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. It's not lost on me that snowboarding in a half pipe in the summer is really special, but $215 special, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a big membership fee. Does anybody have any thoughts or opinions on that summertime carpet?
What are you talking about?
Like they make
I know
parks,
exactly.
right?
Oh, the bristle brush.
Bristle brush. Is that clowny? Is that a clown move, or is that kind of cool?
I'm going to definitely say if it's all you've got, sweet, but don't show me footage. I don't want to watch footage of it.
Okay,
Show me footage.
Okay, this is a great segue. So, if someone sends slushmag.com/Stan a amazing clip of some crazy new trick, but it's on bristle brush, are you gonna run it?
Is it going to be in the top 5?
You will.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you guys are desperate too.
But you might be running it as
We all
the
are.
intro.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been making the top 5s. Jeff Pansiero of Baldface DMs me, and he's like, I thought the top 5 was kind of weak this week. There was no powder. And I was like, I don't think you understand how this works.
Yeah. You
This
need
is the
powder
top
to
5
have
things
that.
that happened this week. No one that I know is in South America right now.
Right.
Now, what are the chances of getting a Todd Richards surf clip in the slush top 5?
No.
I'm not talking to you, Todd.
I'm talking
not
to you.
talking
We're
to
not
you.
doing that. We're not even
Here's
gonna.
what I want to know. Have you guys ever ridden the moving snowboard magic carpet in Encinitas behind...
Yes. Do you want to come and do it with me? It's really
I'm
embarrassing.
very curious about it.
Okay, I got a story for you about that. I was in my office that was right next door to there, and there was a bus idling in front of my office, and it was pissing me off. And I went outside, and I was like, what the hell's going on? It was a big tour bus. I look, and there's a bunch of people standing around that carpet,
Yeah.
and it's the guy from Bush, the singer, Gavin Rossdale.
Is snowboarding on
He's
this thing?
snowboarding on the carpet, and I was about to just get so bummed, and then I looked at his face, and he had the biggest smile. He was having such a great time that it actually made me feel happy for him and for the whole situation. So I just went back in my office, and
Yeah, Hansen's.
that was my
The winter never
Gavin
ends at
Rossdale.
Hansen's. Okay,
Bush.
It actually just dawned on me how easy it would be to clock a trifecta on that thing.
really would
True.
be.
Yeah, you're literally within 3 blocks of trifecta-ing.
That's kind of you're sandbagging the trifecta.
Everything's in, and
You
everything's
can go
in.
within an hour. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
I'm at Copper right now. I'm riding at Copper. They call the area Copper the Glacier, which I find to be false advertising.
It's
Because
not glacial at
not a
all.
glacier.
Mm.
But there is a lot of snow, and it's fun.
Whoa.
So there's that. I'm here with the Ride Snowboards team. We got
Damn.
Drew Meyer, we got Spencer Schubert, Savannah Shinsky, Reed Smith.
Wow.
So we're kind of
Heavies.
cruising around here.
That's
Yeah,
cool, and
heavies.
it's a little different than say Oregon, where maybe you don't have to look at Portland falling to pieces when you go snowboarding.
Yes, but they are playing pop punk on the speaker, so it's a trade-off.
Hey Stan, listen to this shit. I figured something out just yesterday. This is kind of not really snowboard news, but it's topical between you and I because I'm gonna bring it there. Stan, You ever notice that it seems like a lot of transient homeless people have a lot of bicycles?
Yes.
Like, okay, so like that we're in agreement on that. For some reason, there's a lot of bikes. Hear me out. I believe bicycles are a new form of currency between homeless people. Bike coin. It's the equivalent of Bitcoin with bicycles, because some people have 3.5 bicycles. So
I'm actually closer to understanding that as a form of currency than Bitcoin, if I'm being honest.
That's the only explanation I have. I mean, because if they were stolen, the police would do something about that, right? Am I correct?
Well, they've got an advanced system. You're talking to an expert here. I actually have come across on the Springwater corridor in Portland. It's a bikes-only trail, and I've actually come across a homeless camp. They were hauling in a barge of bikes on the river. I'm not kidding.
Whoa.
So, this could
Bike
be more
barge.
advanced than we even realize.
Wow.
All right.
Well,
Wow.
if you're
Stan.
missing your bike anywhere in the United States, go to Portland. Odds are that's where it is.
It's on the bike barge.
They're mining bicycles.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Sweet.
thanks for your input, because our podcast is real light.
That is not a good episode this week.
It's not.
Voted
It's tough. There's not a lot going on right now, but
soon.
sorry, there's a jet flying over me.
That's all right.
Oh, wait. Tell us about it.
All right. Bye, Stan. Thank you for your
Bye, Stan.
contribution. Bye.
I like that guy.
Stan Leveille.
Hey, he made a valiant effort to save this podcast, but
right.
I don't.
Nerd News is brought to you by Pannikin Coffee and Tea.
Pannikin
Coffee and Tea, the place where you go to get caffeinated and also see my daughter work a 9 to 5.
No way! I forgot about that.
She's working a 9 to 5 today.
Well, we've talked about all our favorite nerdy stuff like Rick and Morty last week, but I got something.
Oh, shit, I forgot. There was a new Rick and Morty last night.
Yeah, but it didn't come on till like midnight or something.
Okay, good.
So
Then
tonight is the night to watch Rick and Morty.
I thought this was cool.
So yeah, this was something that is good news on Instagram. Usually you open Instagram and there's somebody getting like punched in a Burger King or like run over on a bike or something. But so there's this kid and he was at his grade school and he was getting picked on and he was telling his quote unquote friends, his schoolmates, they were picking on him. My uncle's Superman.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody believed him. His teacher didn't believe him. His teacher told him, you got to stop lying. And so the kid told his mom. The mom told her brother, who happens to be Henry Cavill.
Cavill?
Superman. Superman walked his nephew to school.
Dude.
And the biggest positive full face palm to the whole class. The principal, the teachers that called the kid a liar.
That's pretty awesome.
So that shit rips, and Henry Cavill,
I think.
Superman,
Yeah.
is super.
That's pretty
man.
super.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Other than that, there's a new island in Fortnite. There's aliens that can jump on your head now. I've been getting some dubs on there. Cut you up.
How many more dubs have you got?
KUTUUP666 is my name if you want to come find me and catch some duo action, trio, squad.
How often are you playing Fortnite?
I'm playing Fortnite like once a day
Really?
for like maybe an hour tops.
And okay, so
This is time I cannot get back in my life.
hey, I'm all for wasting time.
It's unwinding time. It's
You
me time.
only live once.
YOLO. And I'm living on the Fortnite island sometimes.
Sick.
You never played Fortnite.
No, I have no interest. There's no story there.
There is a story.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
Why? Is there an apocalypse?
Survive.
There's no apocalypse.
There's-
I want an apocalyptic story that takes me from here to there, and there's adventure and intrigue, and perhaps an
You
open
want to
world.
win? You like
No,
it when
I
you
just
like
want
the
a
games.
story.
You like the games where you have to walk up to the person and they go,
No,
"Hey, I haven't seen you
no.
around here in 18 years."
No, I don't like that. But I do
What
like...
is that called
Uh,
in the video game world?
MMOs. Wait. No, that's a... I don't know what it's called. Just like a narrative game. I don't like that. I like the games where there's like, it's like a story.
Super
and
Mario
like
Bros.
maybe something's happening and you like killing and fighting your way to the end.
Save a Princess?
Maybe.
Super Mario Bros?
Maybe like a dystopian princess.
Okay. Dystopian Princess was my band's name in high school,
Wow.
by the way. What other nerd news you got?
I don't really have too much. I think that, I watched... Are you caught up on the Loki train?
Yes, I'm caught up on the Loki train. Amazing show.
It's pretty freaking sick.
There's a new season of Top Chef that I'm into. They shot it in Portland. You guys were just talking about Portland. Okay, this podcast is not as bad as I thought. We were talking about Portland earlier. We're coming back around. Top Chef is back in Portland. I fell off the Sweet Tooth show program.
Yeah, I'm not down with it.
It's just...
It's not going anywhere.
It's not going anywhere. Not enough...
I feel like I feel like in the midsummer there's a big down...
little rut.
Big rut.
I mean, thank God for Rick and Morty, but it is not binge.
There's not like
a bowl because
like, we don't have The
every other
Boys
week.
this summer.
No.
I feel like A Quiet Place 2 is like the only movie that I give two shits about this summer.
I didn't watch it yet.
It's really good.
There's a new Steven Soderbergh film coming out on July 1st. It looks good. A heist flick.
Heisty?
Yeah, heisty. Even Nerd News sucks this week.
The Dune movie got moved another week.
Why?
I don't know. Shit.
The highest grossing movie in the country right now is...
Wow. This is almost like, when people are like hired to like write an article, you get 25 cents a word. Like that's what we're doing.
Keep going.
We're just like, it's a one run-on sentence.
And people are just going like, well, shit. I've wasted 45 minutes of my life on this podcast.
Garbage cast. What's the movie?
It's number one.
It's so stupid. We have questions, though.
We do have questions. That is going to save this podcast.
Questions are brought to you by Beneath Apparel. First question comes from Mike Billiams.
Oh, wait.
What?
I have to announce a winner to the Photoshop contest.
Let's do that at the end.
You want to?
Yeah.
Okay, winner of the... Todd's just upset because...
Mike, I'm just trying to get through this. Mike Billiams asks, how is it that despite growing up in rural Massachusetts that Todd somehow avoided the masshole dialect?
He is a masshole.
Because I wanted to be from somewhere else so badly that I think I started talking like I was from fucking California when I was living back east.
You did?
Maybe.
You had you pre-announced your...
But when I go home, I turn it on. Like we're going back to my mom's house the 12th of July, and I will turn on the New England accent because I feel like I go back there and I get to play, I get to do like a character part.
Yeah.
I'm like in a movie where I get to play this fucking guy who's kind of fucking pissed off at everything. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. And did people go, hey, Todd, how's Cali?
No, they don't say it. Like, everyone knows, oh, you're from California.
Oh, Todd's
the
back.
only thing out there is fruits and nuts, huh?
Hey, Todd's back. Hey, California, how you doing?
You
Welcome
think
back.
you're fucking better than us
I'm sure you're too good for us over here in Gloucester now.
That's...
What town are you from in Massachusetts again?
I grew up outside of Worcester, Massachusetts.
That's what I thought.
But my mom lives in Hyannis, Mass, where the Kennedys are from. So we go there, and then I go and surf, and I screw around. And
Hyena?
Hyena, Mass.
Like the wild dog.
Yeah, exactly.
Hannah Lee wants to know, which action sports athletes do you think would find the most success on OnlyFans? Excluding the Coffee Sisters and Jib Girl, who are already on there. Great question, Hannah.
Holy shit.
I don't want to dox anyone, but...
What do you have to do?
So, I don't know exactly what you have
positive.
to do on OnlyFans. I think you've got to pull something out. You got to show something. I don't know if you got to pull on that thing, but you got to pull something out.
What about a site called OnlyFlans, and it's about a sugary dessert?
Oh, flan.
Only flan.
That's something. Yeah, this is actually a very.
Who would do the best?
You can't just start saying names because you don't want to offend somebody.
Yes, we can.
I think
the Dingo.
Dingo, like of Danny and Dingo.
Sure.
Okay. Which snowboarder should start, would do really, and we're not saying that they need to start it, or we're not saying anything sexual ourselves. We're just saying who would be successful if they started an OnlyFans. Jamie Anderson, she puts herself like nude on her Instagram.
You're pigeonholing.
Okay.
I think that if you had, let's see.
I think Scotty James actually would do really good on OnlyFans because he's super funny. I just watched a video of him working out. He's fit.
Is that what it is? Do you have to be funny?
Well, it helps.
I'm still in the dark of what you're supposed to do.
Can somebody please tell us? Let's call someone and ask what OnlyFans is.
No, we're not doing that. But
let's call.
I feel like there's some people leaving a lot of money on the table.
Okay. We're gonna do it right now, Hanali. We're gonna push through. One surfer, one skater, one snowboarder
What?
for OnlyFans.
We really have to do this
Yes, go ahead.
to make money strictly.
We think somebody who would do well at OnlyFans.
I feel like we're just like
We're asking to be
we're just
canceled.
asking to be canceled.
Yeah.
Like, can you? I mean, no one. We've canceled before the pilot.
I made a funny noise. Like I was on the couch with my lady and we were watching TV and I did something stupid.
Like a bottom burp.
And she just was like, "No, I acted out an act." I was on my side of the couch. I acted out an act and I went with my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, "I'm going to sleep." And I said, "No, I've been canceled in my own house."
I don't think that. Okay.
Hannah, that's a great question, and I think Todd's too scared to answer.
Danny
so.
Caputo asks, "What's you and Chris's routine for air travel? How do you cope with the anxiety of airport/disease tube time on travel day? Especially for long flights." I hope my question makes sense. You guys are the best.
Tons of snacks.
Thanks, Caputo.
I always like to be
Really?
my mouth open with my hands going into my mouth with snacks.
I have some of these headphones. I have noise canceling headphones.
Okay. I could have been doing this all the time.
I put those on.
Cancel you.
And I noise cancel my way. Usually what I'll end up doing is I'll load my phone up because bringing a laptop these days is just a pain in the ass.
iPad. What are you talking about?
Well, I don't have an iPad.
Well, you're one of these people on the phone on the plane?
Yes.
I can't stand seeing someone watch a movie on their phone on the plane when perfectly good iPad.
Why are you watching what other people are watching?
Because if I see someone like this on the plane watching Avengers on their phone, I'm just like, my eyes are bad. I can't do it, so maybe I'm jealous. But I have an iPad. Load that thing up with all your shows.
I have a Switch.
I
have a Nintendo Switch.
You play games on the plane?
Hell yeah, I do.
See, I like to go. I'll go something like Alone, dramatic, something gnarly, and then you got to cut it with Family Guy or something funny. And you go back and forth, and eventually, sometimes on the planes, you have the TV behind the screen. Mm. That's when you watch shitty movies, and you can, you don't drink on planes, really. Mm. I don't drink at all, but especially not on planes. I used to get loaded.
You get super
planes.
dehydrated.
Oh, I used to get as drunk as possible on planes. I almost got kicked off of many planes.
Really?
Almost arrested on planes.
Restrained. The plane. You got restrained on a plane?
I got restrained on a plane.
Really?
It's actually in the very beginning of Drive Through Europe.
What were you doing?
I mixed up a cocktail of cocktails and then medication.
Wow.
And I had a Sharpie and I was drawing on my face and I was throwing pillows.
You were drawing on your face?
Yeah. If you watch Drive Through Europe, at the very beginning there's a quick clip of me drawing like a spiral on my face with red Sharpie and throwing a pillow. And I was blacked out, so I don't know what happened. And I was running around, rampaging around, and they basically said, if you don't get your friend in his seat, he's getting arrested when we land in France. And so they had to
What about when you went? So you get off the airplane.
Everyone's looking at me like.
You have a red spiral drawn on your face, and you have to go through customs.
That was the least of my problems. I think I was
Did you go through
throwing
customs?
up. Oh yeah, it was the worst.
But
Drinking and traveling, while it seems like such great bedfellows, is awful.
And then you made it through customs.
Yeah, and then I was hungover for like 2 days. The first 2 days of the trip, it's just not a good idea.
Wow.
Just drink lots of water. I will depending on the flight. Like I'll take a sleeping pill. Mm-hmm. If it's over 7 hours, mm-hmm. I'm out. So.
I don't know. It's rough. Like when I travel from the West Coast to the East Coast to see my mom, like I definitely will load my phone with some show that I've never seen.
So you can just binge it.
So I can just binge. So I've got like a solid 6 hours of content.
I really take a lot of snacks on the plane. All different kinds of things.
Do you poop on the plane?
I have a couple times, but rarely.
I rarely leave. Like even on a 6 hour flight, I won't even get up.
I don't like to get up to go to the bathroom. But I like to have that option because I feel horrible, especially on a flight where somebody's gonna be sleeping. So if I'm on one of the big planes with the 2-3-2 seating arrangement, I like the middle or the middle three on one of the aisles because I cover myself in blankets and I'm out. And the person in the middle can go the other way. They do not step over me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
That was
Does
a
answer
long
your
answer
question?
to a short question.
But what we're doing right now is called we
Spitball.
have to make it to 60 minutes.
Do we?
Has it-
Contractually?
I think it's been an hour and 60 minutes.
What
else?
This is from Skateboards.
Did we
and-
already talk to Coco?
We've got Kokoho coming on. Shit, that was last week. Skateboards and
Sandwiches?
something.
I think it's skateboarding and sandwiches.
Skateboards and
Sand?
cookies and.
What is he saying?
Okay, well let me get the proper name. That's like a whole part. Oh, skateboards and nature. Skateboards and nature.
I was way off.
Do any of the core action sports companies provide health insurance for their
No.
athletes? I
And it's
assume companies
fucked.
like Red Bull and Nike do, but what
No.
about smaller endemic
don't.
brands?
They
If
don't.
not,
Even-
should they?
I don't think Red Bull and Nike do either.
And this person started thinking about that after seeing Lizzie's horrific slam.
No, and it's weird because, we're all, anyone that's been a professional athlete, you're all classified as independent contractors. And insurance is fucked up expensive.
Yeah.
If you're not doing it through your work or whatever, it's really expensive. And a lot of these kids that are risking their lives to these brands, they don't make enough money to even really afford good insurance.
Right.
And I don't know. I think it's really irresponsible. And this is a topic that's been brought up a lot over the years in action sports. Is like, why are these sponsors not providing insurance?
Maybe some of them are.
Maybe, but I don't think so. You would hear about it.
Oh, I find it hard to believe a company as big as Nike
It's liability, dude.
But would they have do they have insurance on LeBron?
I don't think. Maybe. No, because LeBron.
Call LeBron.
LeBron. I think,
James.
I
LeBron
think what
James.
it comes
Basketball.
down to,
You've never heard of
and
it?
this is what I was told before, like back when we were inquiring about it for as athletes. As soon as a company insures you,
Yes.
you are then tethered to liability for that company.
So if you
If you smack into somebody on the hill or run into somebody on the streets or something, that you can now go through that person back into the company. So as an independent contractor, your liability is limited to your own.
Oh.
So you're learning something here, kids. Are you still
listening?
Is
this shit sucks.
Is this still Monday? This is the Monday Mass on a Monday.
Michael Hale wants
Slowly
to
going
know.
into Tuesday.
Laird foiling through a busy lineup. Opinions?
I'm not saying shit to Laird.
Like opinions to Laird or opinions in this office right now?
All I know is that when women menstruate, sharks are around, according to Laird.
Yeah. Classic. I don't like when people foil through busy crowds, even if they're professional, because the whole thing about foiling is you do it because it's a different sport than surfing, so kind of like maybe just do it somewhere else. Oh no, this is horrible news.
What happened?
Greg Knoll just passed away.
Just now?
Today.
Oh shit. Legend.
End a terrible podcast on a horrible note.
Well,
Greg Knoll.
This podcast is dedicated to you, Greg Knoll.
So, Greg Knoll was the greatest surfing storyteller ever. He told me this story. He's told me I've had the opportunity to hang out with Greg Knoll in the past, and this is factual. So, died of natural causes on Monday, June 28th, 84 years old. So Greg Knoll, the Bull, you know him from the famous picture, standing at Pipeline in striped black and white shorts, giant board, huge wave, pioneer of big wave surfing, pioneer of surfing, greatest storyteller in the history of surfing. Hopefully, I'm sure that his son, Jed, who's just an awesome guy, I know that they have a lot of stories archived, photos, video. So hopefully we'll now start to see more coming out from that. Greg Knoll, rest in peace, best dude ever. That's a bummer.
That is a bummer.
But, I mean, what a life, right?
I mean, if you're going to live it like that.
Yeah.
4 years old. What a legend.
Well, I'd like to dedicate a better episode of the Monday Mass to Greg Knoll.
Okay.
So maybe we'll do that next, because this episode was, it did the job.
I think we're selling ourselves short.
Do you think it was better than I'm saying?
I think so. I think that's kind of our
Are you going to listen to it?
No, I don't listen to these.
What?
I already
I'm
heard
not
it
going to
once.
listen to it.
Hey, thanks a lot for making it this far. If you were hoping for an after credit scene, well,
2,000
You're bummed.
2,093 seconds.
Wow, you made it that far.
120 beats per minute on this podcast. I've got a show coming up, The Belly Up, on July 10th. I'm playing solo with some great bands, including
Wait a minute.
Iron and Sage.
You're playing solo, but with bands.
Well, I'm the opening act, which is a solo act.
Mm-hmm.
You got Dark Alley Dogs, Iron and Sage, and special guests like Rob Machado, I believe. So it's called Locals Night at the Belly Up. That's coming up July 10th. I'm doing a surf night in Encinitas in August.
What does that mean?
Surf trivia, and I got Joe Wood playing TSOL's greatest hits. Changed today.
What?
Yes.
Where?
At First Street Bar and Grill.
Holy shit! Go
So
to that.
more information on that to come. That's going to be really, really fun. Do you have any appearances, demos that you're going to be putting on?
Yeah, I'll be in Hyannis the 12th through the 16th of July. So if you see me on Main Street, say, hey, what's up?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, and I'd just like to leave
M.A.S.S.
you guys with this.
Tell them about the hats.
We have hats?
We sold out of our hats, but quickly,
We have new hats.
thanks to our guy, Shay Donovan, amazing vert skater and hat maker. We got a fresh batch, a baker's dozen of 13, which we'll put up on Instagram. We do have to raise the prices by $5 because of like the 60 or something 40 hats that we sold. We didn't. I think we broke even because I priced them at bro prices, like you were all sponsored. And now you're all still sponsored, but $5 more sponsor. So
Right.
that's $35 for a hat.
You're giving it to a good cause. Hey, and if you
Yeah,
guys like
rent.
music like Hot Snakes or like Drive Like Jehu or like Pitchfork or like Husker Du, you will love this band Meat Wave.
Let's get Meatwave on the podcast.
Ah, that would be sick. All right.
All you gotta do is DM them.
Bye.
Bye.
This actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be.